Guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. So we'll be speaking about Kelly Khumalo and the case that is going on right now of Senzo Meyiwa. And the good news is that finally she's been cancelled. Is it good news or what? Finally, she's been cancelled right now in the business, because we know that people were still doing business with her, even they know that there's still the possibility that she's linked to the murder of Senzo Meyiwa. Now, everything changed last week when the evidence came forward that actually Kelly Khumalo is somehow involved with suspect number 5. That was before even the murder occurred. And it has been said that actually she called this person about, the person called Kelly about 2 times. They can confirm that before this murder occurred. So now, meanwhile, everyone was like, oh, Kelly, poor thing. There were robbers that got in, or somebody is involved. Mainly because her and her sister actually are actually saying they're pinning this whole thing to Mandisa, which of it was Meyiwa's alleged wife. Now this whole thing has took a turn twist, saying that actually she's the one who was involved with this whole thing, because now there's evidence in chief right now that actually Kelly Khumalo received a few calls from this person that is accused 5. Meanwhile, there's still people that are coming forward saying that the accused, they know them very well. They're not involved. They cannot be involved in this case. I was one of the people also thinking that what if this whole thing, these guys are actually innocent, as we have heard that maybe Twala is the one who shot Senzo, or maybe it was a dispute between friends inside the house. And it appears that none of that is actually truth. Actually, everything that is in evidence is actually putting forward that these guys that are in place right now, that are actually in custody, has something to link them with Kelly Khumalo and the murder itself. So now, it changes everything. I mean, last week when this whole thing came forward, as in this evidence, it changes the way that I thought, the way that people saw this case. And going forward, it will actually be interesting what's going to happen, because now our minds have changed somehow. The thinking has changed somehow. The people that we thought were actually involved in this thing, it's not like that. It's the other way around, So now, going forward, this accused, so now they say that actually in all of them, actually, they're somehow linked to Kelly Khumalo. So the court is still busy with the whole thing right now, so we can know that what really happened in this whole thing. So now there's an event that came forward saying that they're releasing Kelly Khumalo because now of this whole thing of of this whole thing that is happening. Because now before, we couldn't say anything about Kelly, we couldn't cancel her because it was like uncalled for, because now we didn't even know what was being pinned for. Instead, she was a victim in this whole thing. But now that we've got evidence right now, we can actually stand boldly and say that we know that Kelly Khumalo was somehow involved in this thing. For her to come forward is just to tell us what really happened, how is she even involved with this whole thing. Now, right now where Kelly Khumalo is sitting, she's probably sitting and asking to herself, what will she say when she appeared in court? Because whatever that they drafted before this whole thing, obviously it has to go to the bin, right? They have to start on a new slate, what she will be saying there on the stand on the day of her testimony. So now, the legal team is apparently, they dumped her, the ones that she was busy with before the new judge was appointed. As we know that there's a new judge in this matter. So now the sister, when she was there, sitting there and talking about this whole thing, the things that she said actually, she was driving the whole matter to what about Mandisa? Why is Mandisa not anybody saying anything about her? What is happening? Why is just her and Khumalo that I mean, we don't even know the list of the witnesses that are gonna come, and she was like, why is she the one and her sister pinned to the murder? Or why was her sister actually being the one linked to the murder? Now, if you still remember, there's a clip that was circulating where Khumalo herself actually she cracked this one. Now she said that her boy, that kid of hers and Chup Chup still remembers the intruders till today. That thing happened while he was so young, that child. Now she was saying that he was still remembering the intruders, saying, mommy, there is someone who killed Uncle Senzo, Was that a clue to us that she actually knows these people that did this matter? Because now we didn't even think that it's a clue from her, actually. You know what I'm saying? We just didn't know. But now that there is the evidence that is like this, we just know that maybe that was a clue that actually she knows these people. Even the kid himself maybe have been exposed to these people before, So now going forward, we're just waiting really, really for her to come forward and being asked what is what and going forward, so we can know what is clear about this whole case. And I can't wait for her to be in court and say whatever that she needs to say to defend herself, because now her sister has said her part and the friend said his part. So now the main person that I'm really waiting for, and I can't wait for that day, I just wish for her to come forward and say something, not to be presented by a lawyer. But in the matters like this, it's unlikely that the lawyer will be the one who will be representing her to say whatever and all that. I believe that she'll be the one who's taking a stand, actually. Now, going forward, we hear that people are actually saying that why didn't the cancel culture even get to Khumalo, before this whole thing. But meanwhile, we know in South Africa, the cancel culture normally comes to male people, mainly if you are accused of something. Actually, this whole thing, the way that they say it, people that are on the street, actually, the way that they're talking, it's like it has a lot of weight for her to be cancelled even before this whole thing. But now it's so surprised that she hasn't even touched the cancel culture, and the cancel culture hasn't even spotted her till to this far. Now that everything has came forward, why are people that are actually standing up for cancel culture coming and saying, stop playing Kelly's music, stop giving Kelly interviews, stop giving her exposure. Instead, let's pull everything, like pull the plug on everything that Khumalo is touching. I believe that she's one of the fortunate people actually in our country, because if it had been someone else, I don't think things would be still smooth the way that they are for her right now. She's really one of the fortunate people, because now nobody is really mushing her or mocking her as bad as it would have been if it was someone else. But because it's Khumalo, I believe that she's won our hearts so many years ago. She really she's one of those people that we really adore. Dark or blue, we actually normally stand with her. It's the same as when you go back to her ex, Jup Jup, even if he can do whatever under the sun, there's still those people that are still saying this is the son of the soil. So with Khumalo also, she still has that podium of people that are saying, you know what, we stand with Khumalo, dark or blue, till proven guilty, we will stand with Khumalo. As far as nobody has came forward to claim that she is actually guilty, we will stand with her. So now, going forward, we just want to know, where was she when Senzo was being killed? Because now she's saying this in the interviews, her sister is saying this in the interviews, and in court she's saying the other, So now we're still waiting for the truth, what really happened with this whole thing. Now, waiting on it, that part when Julius Malema has said something about this case, that actually, Khumalo, you're supposed to be telling us what really happened when Senzo was being killed. He's one of the people that has got so big voice, so much of a big voice, that he really wants to know what really happened. Because now, after this whole thing, as I'm saying, last week, after the evidence came forward that actually one of the people that are in the stand there is accused was actually involved with Khumalo somehow, without no reasonable doubt, that is a fact. So now people are actually changing whatever that they were putting themselves in, whatever box that they were putting her in is checked out. They're no longer in the same box as they were before last week, right? Last week actually changed everything for everyone in South Africa about Khumalo. So going forward, we really want to know what really happened. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.